The unthinkable happens, a plane crash, a tragedy that forever alters the lives of passengers and their families. Amidst the grief and confusion, the question of compensation arises. It's a complex and sensitive issue, but understanding your rights is paramount. Plane crashes, though statistically rare, leave a devastating impact. Families grapple with loss, while survivors cope with physical and emotional scars. While no amount of money can truly compensate for such profound loss, financial redress can provide crucial support during a time of immense hardship. Navigating the legal and logistical complexities of compensation claims can be daunting. Understanding the factors at play, the regulations governing compensation, and the differences between domestic and international flights is essential. Seeking legal counsel from experienced aviation attorneys is always recommended. In an increasingly interconnected world, international air travel is commonplace. The Montreal Convention, a treaty adopted by over 130 countries, steps in to provide a safety net for passengers. This international agreement establishes airline liability for damages in case of death or injury to passengers, as well as for lost or damaged baggage. The significance of the Montreal Convention lies in its uniformity. It creates a standardized system of compensation, ensuring that passengers on international flights are protected by a common set of rules. The Convention sets limits on airline liability for death or injury, but it also allows passengers to seek higher compensation by proving the airline's negligence or fault. This two-tiered system balances the interests of both passengers and airlines. It's a testament to international cooperation in ensuring air travel safety and passenger protection. While the Montreal Convention governs international flights, domestic flights within the United States operate under a different set of regulations. These regulations are primarily established by the U.S. Department of Transportation, DOT, and enforced by the Federal Aviation Administration, FAA. Unlike the Montreal Convention, which sets limits on liability, U.S. regulations do not impose caps on damages for domestic flights. This means that passengers or their families can potentially recover a larger amount in compensation depending on the circumstances of the incident. However, proving negligence on the part of the airline remains crucial in domestic cases. This often involves a thorough investigation into the cause of the crash, examining factors such as pilot error, mechanical failure, or inadequate maintenance. Each state may have its own specific laws regarding liability and compensation for accidents. Consulting with an attorney specializing in aviation law is crucial to understanding your rights and pursuing a successful claim. Section 4. Factors influencing compensation, a complex equation. Determining the amount of compensation awarded in a plane crash case is not a simple calculation. It's a complex equation involving numerous factors, each carrying significant weight. One of the primary factors is the extent and severity of injuries sustained. Catastrophic injuries, such as spinal cord injuries, traumatic brain injuries, or loss of limbs, will naturally result in higher compensation due to the long-term medical care, rehabilitation, and loss of income they entail. Another crucial factor is the deceased or injured person's earning potential. Insurance policies play a significant role as well. Passengers are often covered by a combination of airline liability insurance, their own travel insurance, and potentially life insurance policies. Proving negligence on the part of the airline or any other party involved, such as manufacturers or maintenance companies, can significantly impact the compensation amount. Section 5. Seeking redress. Compensation for the bereaved and injured. The aftermath of a plane crash leaves behind a trail of grief, loss, and uncertainty. For families who have lost loved ones, the pain is immeasurable. Compensation can never truly fill the void, but it can provide crucial financial stability during a time of immense emotional distress. For families of deceased passengers, compensation typically covers funeral expenses, loss of companionship and support, and the lost future earnings of the deceased. Injured passengers face a different set of challenges. Their focus shifts to medical treatment, rehabilitation, and adapting to life with potentially life-altering injuries. It's crucial to have experienced legal representation to navigate this process effectively and ensure that your rights are protected. Section 6. Real-world cases, a spectrum of compensation. The amount of compensation awarded in plane crash cases varies widely, influenced by the specific circumstances of each tragedy. Examining real-world cases illustrates this variability and underscores the importance of factors such as jurisdiction, negligence, and the extent of damages. In 2013, Asiana Airlines Flight 214 crashed while landing at San Francisco International Airport, resulting in 3 fatalities and numerous injuries. The airline agreed to pay $10,000 to each passenger on board, regardless of whether they were injured, as an initial gesture of goodwill. In the wake of the Germanwings Flight 9525 crash in 2015, where the co-pilot deliberately crashed the plane, families of the victims received varying amounts in compensation. Each case is unique, and factors such as the airline's liability, the severity of injuries, and the applicable laws all contribute to the final settlement or court judgment. Section 7. Conclusion. Knowledge is power. Seek guidance. Plane crashes are mercifully rare events. However, when they do occur, the impact is devastating. Understanding your rights and the complexities of plane crash compensation is crucial for navigating the legal and emotional turmoil that follows. Remember that laws governing compensation vary depending on whether the flight was domestic or international. Seeking legal counsel from attorneys specializing in aviation law is strongly advised. Knowledge is your most powerful tool during such challenging times.